And I'm going to put it. All right. So today I will be spending just some little time before our breakout session to raise awareness for what I'm trying to do here. Because as an entrepreneur, I feel sometimes what you're doing makes a big impact. But as a mompreneur, which I am, a mom and an entrepreneur mixed together, I feel sometimes the impact comes from just not what you're doing, but who you're raising as well. So this is about a mompreneur today, and I'm here as a mompreneur, a mom and an entrepreneur together, representing my company, Dtocs. And it is an eco-friendly, sustainable solution that I'm trying to develop for a plastic-free world. And let's see. So, what my mission is inspiring the world to not only make their kitchens, but also their events more sustainable. I know people are doing already a lot for sustainability, but I just feel that's not enough. And I just want to push them for a little more to make not just their kitchens, but their events more sustainable, one plate at a time. And that is what I am all about, one plate at a time. And how do we do that? So as you can see from the picture, Dtocs is an eco-friendly solution. And how we make it an eco-friendly solution is Dtocs are plates and bowls. They are different sorts of tableware that are made from fallen palm leaves. So if you've wondered what happens to the leaves from not the palm tree that you would actually find on a Florida beach or a California coastline, but these are areca nut palm trees, and their main purpose is to provide areca nuts. But what happens after the nuts are done, they're produced? What happens to the leaves when they fall? Nothing. And when I saw that pile of decomposing leaves, I said, what a waste. Let me do something with these. Let me create something with this. And that's when I came up with the idea that one person can make a difference, and let that one person be me. Let me start that. And what I started was Dtocs, where we make these tableware, in particular plates and bowls and platters, with palm leaves. They are from the floor. We literally pick them up, we gather them, and we convert them into these beautiful dishes. And they are zero waste. That is the beauty. There is no tree cut in the process. And because of that, I can say our products are plant-based. They are USDA approved for being bio-based, for not being, not having any plastics in them, not having any toxins in them, no coatings on them. And they compost in just 4 to 6 weeks. And that is a guarantee. If you have a planter, if you don't have a backyard, no problem. Put them in your planter, because these are leaves, they are fertilizers. So if you're hosting an event, a sustainable event, even if you just take, there is no commercial composting required for these products. And it states on the packaging, the labeling of our products, that these can be home composted. So you have to be very careful when you're reading the labels. So I'm sure everybody is, because you guys are planners. You look into details. So that is something I like to proudly mention, that our products are plant-based, they are USDA approved, and they are compostable. And we also like to not compromise on the quality and the look of our products. So that is why we are the Next D Award winners in the 2019 Natural Food Expo that happened in the East Coast, I guess. Yes. Now going on to our team. So this is a one-woman army, literally. And these are the team members that comprise in Dtocs. It would be me, the founder and owner, in the center. On the right side is our manager, who deals with the operations and day-to-day strategies, Mr. Abe, and our brand ambassadors, who are my daughters, Ria and Isha, and they are age 7 and 8 years old. And we employ a majority of the female workforce back in India, where I manufacture my products. Why? Because I want to support the communities there, the local communities, and a part of our sales go towards the livelihoods of the women workers. We try to improve their lifestyle, their living conditions. So we really put a lot of love into curating these products. And our product journey starts here, right on the palm tree farms. So this is like a cottage industry where the palm trees are grown just for this purpose, which is collecting the leaves after the areca nuts are produced. So the leaves fall and they are picked up, they cleaned with fresh water, they are hot compressed. So it doesn't take a lot of time or machinery to create these products, but the initial process of collecting the leaves, sun drying them, making sure each of them is sanitized and clean and nicely sun-dried, so there's no mold on them or any kind of funky smell. That is the most important and the crucial part. Once they're collected, they're hot compressed under those machineries that you can see right here. And then we have the majority of the female workforce who package our stuff. They clean, they make sure each individual item is sanitized under UV rays, and then they are packaged. And once they're packaged, they are sold at retail stores. They are sold to wedding planners, event planners, restaurants, and the disposal of the tableware is so easy that you can literally compose them in your backyard. Like I said, if you have a garden box, great. If you don't, you have a planter, great. Even if you don't have anything, you can literally put it in the recycle bin because it will not end up in landfill. And this is our manager. He's just trying to stand with a couple of leaves just to give you an idea how big of a leaf a single leaf can get to. And it could even go up to 6 feet, the height of a person. So that is just a small leaf in his hand that he was able to collect while he was at the manufacturing facility. And the market research shows a very fascinating trend. Like our products are mostly used for weddings and events, and 25% of them are used for household. For example, moms like me who don't like doing dishes, who were homeschooling the whole pandemic, who were doing the dishes the whole day, who was doing cooking 3 times in a day. So this is an interesting research market, and why I bring this up today here is because all of you here are from the event industry. And I don't know if this number would make sense to you, because I'm going to show you the next couple of slides. Is our key clients are wedding and event planners. People love the convenience of easy cleanup. People love the idea of not having any landfill. People love the idea of just collecting the dishes, putting them in a pile, even if it is a recycle or a trash pile, as long as it's not in plastic bags. These will decompose on their own with the help of 3 things, which is sunlight, water, and air. The other clients that we have are in the hospitality business, which are restaurants, cafes, and the third one is caterers who love using our dishes. So this is just our live, real picture from one of our caterers sharing, the wedding planner sharing the picture of a very rustic wedding. And why we think we want to focus on the dishes is because wastage is something that bothers me as a mom. I hate when my children waste food. I hate when they waste other things around the home, like, for example, paper products like paper plates or napkins, because everything is made out of trees and the trees have to be touched and cut down. And why I tell them about sustainability is because it is not just about using one product. It is living a lifestyle in a certain way. And that is where a mom comes in and she tells her kids to adapt slowly to these alternatives one at a time. And I love starting it from my own home, my own kitchen. And it's that easy, which is the dishes, which we use every day, every meal. So that is what we're trying to show here in this slide, that how much of waste is there that is going in the oceans, which I'm sure everybody knows by now. The plastics take the lead, then comes the food containers and the cutlery. So that is where I really want to focus you today, because today it's been 2 years since I started Dtocs. We started with literally 4 plates in hand. Today we have more than 35 different kinds of plates and bowls and trays and platters. Our R&D team is working on developing these food to go containers. And that is why I want to beat this number 3. And I really think we can put a big impact if we come out with these to-go containers, which are made from palm leaves again, which have no plastic lids again. And why? Because food is so much wasted because we don't have the proper dishes to carry them when we are exiting from a restaurant, or we just don't have space in the refrigerator. So how about we create a dish that goes in the refrigerator? We take it out, the same dish can go in the microwave, we use it, the same dish can be reused, like I reuse them all the time by washing them by hand only. And then if needed, just put them in our garden box at the back because it is a fertilizer. So I just feel this is, if you're not making a noise, you're just a commodity in the market. And I want to make a big noise here, and I want to be telling people what I'm all about. And that's why I want to thank Muse and Michelle and today for all of you being here and giving me a platform to raise my voice to show you what I am speaking for. And these are some green strategies that are clients use. For example, the event planners, the restaurants, the charcuterie board owners. These are the live pictures that they've shared with us from their live events. For example, the first one is from a wedding that happened, I believe, outdoor. Then the catering picture right there in the middle. And I'm sure I'm making everybody hungry if you're in the uh, West Coast, but if you're on the East Coast, I'm sure you're ready for dinner. So savor these pictures. And the last one is of a mini charcuterie board. So our plates look exactly like bamboo. They're cheaper than bamboo. And the beauty is, again, bamboo trees have to be cut. These don't have to be cut. They are literally picked from the ground. And from the time we started, 2018 to 2021, our growth has exponentially grown, as you can see from. So we just completed 3 years. That is a big milestone for us. Woohoo! And this is the growth chart that I can so proudly share when we started to where we are today. The demand is super high today because I guess people are spending more time making themselves aware. People are spending more time on TikTok, Reels, learning about all these these swaps they could do every day without ruining their budget. And uh, they are attending events like these where they are getting so much of knowledge. They are sharing so much of resources, and I'm so proud to say that this chart is going up, and it's making me really happy. And sustainability doesn't have to be boring. And that is why we provide these fun shapes and sizes for every event, every occasion. Like any day could be turned into a celebration. So we offer plates and bowls and platters, trays. And like I mentioned, we do have 35 SKUs to choose from. And our supply chain, I really love talking about this part because I make sure that when I started in 2018, I grew up in India and I ate on leaves when I was a child. So that concept of bringing those cultural nostalgic moments to the Western world is what I wanted to really start here because my children are born here, my daughters are born here, and I was like, how do they get to experience what I did when I was a child? I ate on leaves. I ate on banana leaves in particular when I was growing up. And I was like, there's so much of natural resource. There's so much of cottage industry back in India that I myself went down to. I wanted to make sure that they are ethically being sourced, that there are no chemicals being used, and there's no depletion of natural resources happening. No, because we're not touching anything. We're just using what there is in the environment. And that is how we sustainably source our supply chain and we manufacture. Then we believe in the distribution channel, and we have the retail and the wholesale sides. And then we uh, ask everybody to consume ethically and tell them the proper way of, uh, you know, disposing these plates. Like I said, trash, recycle, compost bin, or just your backyard would also do. So this is the way where it starts with the nature, and we make sure it goes back to the nature without ending in landfill. And I know a lot of you did ask me in a couple of podcasts that I've been on, like in Canada, I know it's very strict on commercial composting, and that's why I say we don't even need commercial composting. You can literally pick up the pile like I do at my home, and we rinse it and we put it in the garden box. So that is something where we encourage these products on events. And you guys are all here event planners, and to make events sustainable, these are just some of the areas that you can analyze on to be more greener. And I'm sure you all agree to these, which could be time and the resources spent on travel, waste, the food and beverage where you source it from locally, reducing the carbon footprints if you're exporting, importing them, transportation, energy, the printed materials, what you're using, if you want to use on apps, or are you still old style using papers, and also selecting the venue so that they are welcoming compostable items in the facility. And in the close up, I would really love to say that I'm a mom here who's had some amazing dumpster stories with my daughters, because I've made some amazing memories with them diving through the trash pile, and they've tried to tell me, Mom, this goes in the compost, this goes in the trash. So I just think whatever you're doing, make sure you're truly committed to making a change. And it only takes that one person to start making that positive impacts. And here I want to be that person who is pitching that idea of creating sustainable events for your company, and I'm sure you all are doing that. And after you start implementing these changes, you'll become more and more aware of the impact that your actions are putting. And nothing shows that you're committed to sustainability results like snapping a pair of gloves and reaching into the trash bin, like I said, with my business suit or my heels. So I'm not afraid, and I may sound crazy, but some of my best eco-conscious moments have come while bonding over the dumpster diving with my daughters. And this is just a big thank you to today for letting me talk and raise awareness for detox. You guys can also follow our Instagram, which is Detox Plates, or find us on Facebook, which is Detox. Or if you have any questions, you can directly reach to me at pal.pande@detox.com. And with